the end of 2020, I was talking about various different sectors that I think people should have exposure to. That would be 2021 story stocks. In 2020, we saw certain healthcare, work at home, stay at home kind of stocks do very well. And they were 2020 story stocks. But that time and that trend was coming to an end, and we needed to position for 2021 story stocks. And those sectors and those types of stocks were energy, real estate, and mining and gold stocks. Now, the mining and gold stocks, relatively, they trade flat. Some will trade with commodity inflation. It's good to see. Not much of a story there today. Today, the story that we're seeing in our 2021 stocks was the inverse relationship between energy and real estate. What's happening there? If you're suggesting that these all are 2021 story stocks, why is one doing well today and not the other? Well, if you're going to have these stocks, it's about a story. It's about a long-term trend and movement in assets that are important. And the way I perceive it, you just got to hold on through and you got to go stick the course. Real estate has had some positive movements, particularly real estate that I like that has a lot of debt or high-quality real estate. And it's moving today. And people are saying on CNBC that other hedge funds are now starting to realize how good of an asset it is to have in your portfolio, particularly in the current environment. Now, energy had a massive run last week. There were a lot of headlines. There was stuff going on in Iran. And, after a big move like that, it's totally acceptable for that stuff to calm down and cool off. And I think that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing a calming down and a cooling off of last week's move. And there's no structural, geopolitical headlines occurring that are going to enable energy to continue to rally today and all of a sudden. So let's let it do what it's got to do next couple of days. If you don't have exposure or enough exposure, use these opportunities into weakness when the stock is pulling back to buy and increase your exposure, because this is exposure you need to have. In a lockdown environment with very high energy prices, and when the lockdowns are fully removed and there's this whole, boom, economic boom, these stocks and the price of oil are going to rally. And you want to take part in that, and you want to have a piece of that. So definitely have it there. Energy, definitely make sure you maintain that. And, this is not an area that you expect to just be up every single day. You just got to hold it. Tom Lee said something like, if you had energy the best 10 days of the year, you're up like some 30%. And if you had it down, or with every day except those 10 days, you're down. So you just got to hold it and hope more days like last week come about. And they will, I assume. So we'll see what happens. As for real estate, just hold, collect those dividends. Imagine it like you own a rental building. You don't typically, sometimes people do, but this is a stock, We get it. We're not making improvements. The improvements are made for us. We're getting it. We're collecting the dividend, and we're storing our wealth in the event of inflation and rising prices, because they can't print more land now, can they? No. The land is there. It's finite. And we have our piece if we have some real estate. So that's the deal for today. Let's just chill. I'm not going to go over Apple WWDC. Maybe that'll be relevant in tomorrow's video, and we'll see what happens. So until next time, peace out.